Well, here we are back in Mittenrahm once again. I have once again completely forgotten where I was at the last time I was streaming. Last time I did one of these videos. I have spent most of the last 2 weeks here though, which is perhaps a little deceptive. There's been a lot of fiddling to get to this point. It's meant to be ruined, so yeah, this is as high as it's going. I have done some digging, and actually put in the flooring in a lot of cases. I've got one more quarter to go, so you can get around. I need to open out this a little more, I think. The road going through it is a bit of an issue, even if it is ruined. It is, after all, supposed to be an acropolis, so I don't really know why they would have put a road through it. I'm going to have to take a serious look at finding another way around. So, a lot of the work has actually been done internally. Well, actually, just before I go inside, these are all 1 block taller than they used to be, as is the pyramid. It's effectively 2 blocks wider than normal. This was to deal with some internal measurement systems. Building this to the right height and then putting in something similar above just worked better to extend the height of the pyramid, otherwise there would be no space around here anymore. But yeah, I'm trying to do a straight swap as much as possible. Not the best of chisel blocks, has to be said. I'm not entirely sure what it's supposed to be. It doesn't look much like the Warden, so yeah. But yeah, it's all back here. Some of it's been opened up. You can get back here a little bit, which I've actually just realised I've forgotten to do anything about. And oh, that's a tower space that's been filled in. Probably open that out because it doesn't matter anymore. But yeah, much of the work has been done underground. The central column has been preserved. But I've done this before in other ones. I just open them out completely and then build rooms off the side where all of the crypts are. You've got one in every direction, some are just bigger than others. Just 3 per floor. And then we go down once more, and then there's the same 3 as above, but this one has extra space behind. Generally speaking, I've been trying to find a use for this, not just the dead coral, but the way I've patterned it. It's something I used somewhere else, or tried to, but it didn't suit the location. I've been trying to do something about that ever since. Not that it's worked out very well. This isn't too bad, but I don't think this is the right place for it either. I haven't actually been through this yet. I don't see the point. I won't be building in there anytime soon, and the yeah, I can't be bothered to do all the correcting to put the portal where it's supposed to sit. I think this just lets you down into... I'm going to have to do some work down here. Yeah, this place needs some tweaking to tidy it up, or possibly just close it off. And then the final piece I actually need to deal with is It's actually correcting the treasure room. I'll probably bring it down one more layer so it's flat. And these will need to come down so that you can't see the backs of them. See, they'll need to come down to here. But you'll still be able to see the back of that one. It's an interesting question. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to handle that. And then through here we actually connect to the minecart rail. And we'll go all the way off to Coron if we go that way. And several stops in that direction. But yeah. This pattern all goes all the way underneath. If somebody were to clear the sand out, they would also be able to see it, which is pretty much the intention. But I'll just be honest, I put those in the wrong spot. Huh. Yeah, I made a mistake when I was building this. I put the tower here and I made some mistakes because of it. Nothing major, but I'll need to tweak it. I'm not sure I'm really happy about the flaming on the walls, but the big problem with keeping the sandstone in the sand biome is it's not very obvious. It's all well and good for a small pyramid that you're trying to hide from the player, but it's kind of meant to stand out. The other thing I've actually been doing, it's over here. I'll show you. I'm not sure where I'm going with it. So I was watching another Minecrafter trying to build a cluster of mushrooms, large, and he was being told by somebody else that it wasn't going to work. The stems were too close and it would need to be taller in order to get room for the mushrooms. And I was like, well, there's a compromise there, which is to splay the stems to make room. And there was a lot of backwards and forwards, and eventually the guy doing the building caved in and started again. And I was like, no, this could work. What he had in mind would work. So I gave it a shot myself. But that leaves me with the question, well, what the hell am I supposed to do with it? It doesn't really fit in my empire. I can't turn it into houses. That makes no sense for the empire. It's in a good location. I really like the fact that these water could be brought in down into the ravine. I could just finish it as large mushrooms and perhaps consider putting in other oversized pieces. And I could move it to somewhere else, which may be an option as well, but with what I'm already thinking about here, I would want to replace it. So it may just be okay to leave it here, put a few more large mushrooms in, because I've done this with brown mushrooms somewhere else, and just see how it plays out. But that's pretty much everything I've been up to for the last 2 weeks. I would like to finish this fairly soonish. I don't want to spend too much more time here, and it is actually very close to being done in all fairness. I've been marking out a region up here. I thought about filling this up with water and marked a few locations where some buildings can go. I may end up bringing the water down here into this body. Doesn't seem to make sense. It's marked out for the road. But yeah, generally speaking, it's kind of what I may move on to this next, I don't know. I didn't mean to come out west. I really wanted to start southward a bit. We'll have to see. Oh yeah. I'm only partly happy about this. It sort of works, it sort of looks interesting, but it doesn't I don't know. Anyway, I shall say adieu for now and actually get on with some work.